Hi everyone, this is Kevin from TRS Products. I'm here with Whitney, and in our last segment we reviewed some mobilizations for the mid-back, hitting the thoracic spine. Now we're going to have a look at the front side of the body, and we'll get into the abdominal region and do some releases for the diaphragm, the obliques, the rectus abdominis, and the iliacus at the top of the hip. So Whitney, first we're going to do a bit of an assessment, having a look at the ease of movement and range of motion of the front side of your body. So I'll get you to lie on your stomach there, please. Now we'll take a rolled up towel and have this kind of supporting your hips. There you are. Now I'm going to get you to sort of press up into the floor, rounding your spine into extension. And we're looking for a nice smooth curve. Now we're not going to worry about exact angles of how high she's getting for now. We'll just sort of get a sense of the nice curve of her spine. We're having a look to see if she's getting any sort of hinging at a certain vertebral segment. Okay, and of course just how it feels for Whitney. Now I'm also going to get you to walk over to the right and lengthen the one side. Good. Now let's come over to the other side and we'll just kind of get a comparison. Okay, so now for the purpose of this video, we're going to say that she looks a little bit more restricted on the right side. Okay, so I'll have you lie on your back, please. Head supported. Now you're going to use the Activ8r with one side as a bit of a handle, and then you're going to very gently press. Now we're going to start getting at the very edge of the diaphragm. So let's do the right side, just on the inside of the rib cage, and start fairly high up. Now we have a lot of delicate structures in this region of the body, okay? The internal organs we've got to really treat with respect. So you're just going to very lightly press down. Okay, relax and breathe into the release. There's 3. Okay, good. Now we'll move down a little bit lower and we can look at the obliques, okay? So the external obliques, if you're a rotational athlete or a runner, you know, you may have one side that's a lot more dominant than the other. Good, okay, we can go a little bit lower even, and we can go kind of just beside the belly button and just under the rectus abdominis, the six-pack muscle. Often will have a bit of a trigger point down there as well. Good, and then lastly, Whitney, I'll have you place your legs straight out, please. Now we're gonna get into the iliacus, which is sort of right over top the anterior superior iliac spine, or the ASIS. So right about there, and press down. Now this may be a bit counterintuitive. Most people in the gym are doing lots of core training, trying to get stiff and tight and rigid so that they look good with a nice solid six-pack. The thing is, a lot of people actually may overdo it a little bit. And if there's too much tone and tension in this region, that can actually cause some dysfunctional problems. Sometimes some shoulder dysfunction is actually caused by some pulling down through the anterior side of the body. Good, so we've done the release. Now, instead of lengthening the tissue, we're gonna do some motor control patterning. So Whitney, I'm gonna have you get rid of the towel there, and we're gonna do rolling, okay? So we're just gonna concern ourselves with going from supine on your back to prone on your stomach. I want you to spread the legs a little bit wider, relax. Let the legs fall out. Place your left hand up over your head. Now the right arm is going to sweep to the floor. You're going to tuck your chin into your armpit, and I want you to be smooth and relaxed and automatic, not using any momentum, so you're not pushing off with this leg, okay? Exhale as you roll. So here we go. Over onto your stomach and flop. Good, and then just push yourself back. Good, we'll do 2 more of those. So now we're really targeting those deep stabilizers, the inner phasic muscles. Often what happens when we use momentum, the outer tonic muscles, they work overtime. They're working much too hard. So by not using momentum, we're isolating the inner units and working on timing and proper intensity of activation. Good, so there we are. Let's retest the movement. So lie face down again. Good, so hips are supported, and now you're just going to lift yourself up. Okay, so the angle of spine looks pretty darn even. That looks great. Good, now walk yourself over to the right, lengthening the left. Good. And excellent. So hopefully that has opened up the right side of the abdominal region here in our thorax. Okay, and there you have it. That is the release for the anterior portion of the thorax. In the next clip, we are going to be looking at the corner of the low back, and we'll be looking at the quadratus lumborum.